What's going on, everybody? It's your boy LA Styles, aka the LA Styles, on a short episode 20 of the Postal Blue podcast. Now, never mind this little. If you see the video, never mind this spec right here on my hoodie. This used to be my work hoodie when I worked at a Pearly Corporation back in the day, where they built mini refrigeration cabinets, and you had to foam the cabinets. So this used to be the hoodie I worked in consistently. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about that phone, but you can't get it out. I don't know what. But anyhow, I don't want to hear no bars about that. Listen, again, episode 20, what's going on? I just want to briefly talk about the quote unquote privatizing of the postal service. Okay. One thing now, this is a large and long conversation. So we're not about to make it that right now. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely for having more people on the show. What I do want to get into is I did overhear a manager, a manager's manager conversating on how the craft employees gonna be messed up if they privatize because there won't be no unions. Then he wanna see what the craft employees gonna do then, but they don't got no protection of the union. Look at this. Look at this. Man, what is you talking about, man? What is you talking about, man? Let's clarify, right? Let's clarify. Us having a union or craft employees having a union shouldn't matter if you're doing what you're supposed to do the way you're supposed to do it when it comes to discipline. And y'all don't. Y'all don't. The reason why that makes sense for you to say is because of your mismanaging techniques. You want to be able to mismanage without it looking like you're mismanaging. That way you can quote unquote fire people easier versus doing what the paperwork in black and white tells you to do if you want to fire me. It gives you a guideline. If you want to fire this person, this is what you do. You never want to do that. You never want to do step A through 5 or A through, well, 1 through 5 or A through F. You never want to do that, right? You want to always go to F if there's a F. You always want to go to, let's say, 5. You always want to go to 5 instead of you jump 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go straight to 5. And after you lose because you went straight to 5 and they tell you, hey, man, you got to start at 0 and work your way up. It's progressive. Your very next discipline for the same thing is back to 5. So now they force you again and say, hey, man, we told you last time you can't be jumping steps. So now we got to make this 1. Your last one was 0. This one is 1. Your next discipline, you jump back to 5 again. Discipline's supposed to be progressive, not punitive. You can't say, hey, man, I feel like this person just deserved not to be here based on attendance. Put him up for removal. You still have to give me a job discussion. You still have to give me a verbal warning, a letter of warning, whatever your district uses. You still be or should be giving me a 7-day and a 14-day. And in all of those aspects, you still should be trying to utilize the EAP system. Hey, man, something going on. Your personal life, you ain't got to tell me. Do you feel like you need to contact EAP, whatever, so and so, blah, skip this, that, and the other. Now I would do that every time. But you don't do that. You jump to fire every time. And you can't just fire me anytime. So it don't work. Don't work. That's not on the fault of having a union. That's on your fault of not knowing what that you're doing. Let's clarify this. It's your mismanaging. Ooh. Let's clarify this. Right? Along with that, management. I hope you know that you're amongst the first to get cut, to get downsized if we privatize, not the craft employees. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? You we have to our job is to cover the entire US of A. Managers don't move no mail, they don't push no mail, they don't carry no mail, they don't sort no mail, right? With that, I'm saying they don't move no mail. You don't drive trucks. You don't push no mail. You're not mail handlers. You don't sort no mail. You're not clerks, and you don't deliver no mail because you're not carriers, right? That wouldn't make sense to cut the workforce that has to deliver the mail because then it's not going to be delivered, right? The first step is to cut management who's overpriced in their positions. Let's reiterate. The starting supervisor comes in at 79,000 and makes 79 to $91,000 a year. Why am I paying postal supervisors 80 to $90,000 a year starting, and they the first ones to tell me that they wasn't trained and don't know what they doing? Does that make sense? Huh? Somebody tell me. Does that make sense? When now that I'm privatized, I can pay competing supervisory and management wages with everyone now that I'm privatized. Meaning anyone can apply to y'all positions. And there's a lot of supervisors that don't make $100,000 a year with way more experience than the person that's telling me they don't even know their job. So I can take yo 80 to $90,000 a year, go find someone with 15 years of supervisory experience and have a good work history, right? And give them $60,000 a year to replace you. I can replace you. I get them $70,000 a year, or on the low end, let's say I give them the 80, but it's still better than having you. Let's not forget that well, I ain't gonna say most, a lot of districts is in the hole for not paying grievances, including the district that I'm in. Y'all behind how much in grievances? How much do y'all owe in grievances? Hundreds of thousands, millions, a couple $1 million in grievances that you have not paid, that you're trying not to pay, but going to have to pay at some point in time. If it get privatized, you're going to have to cash that in, or the person that's buying this sector, right? Because I doubt if one person gets to buy the post office, that'll be a monopoly, right? So it can be it can possibly be multiple people or multiple companies. I say someone takes the West Coast, someone takes the East Coast, someone takes the South, someone takes the Midwest type of deal, or a company divided up like that type of deal, or whatever the case is. Or maybe it's one per state, one company per state runs a state, you know what I'm saying? Or a city, whatever the case is. Um, what up, y'all? We have some people in a live chat, not on YouTube, but in a live recording, I should say, on Riverside. What's going on, y'all? Um, but yeah, so I can open my doors now to competing people. And I don't have to keep y'all. Y'all owe money already in grievances, and a large amount in grievances, which means and shows me the new company that you don't know how to manage, right? Because you owe this money from mismanaging, right? Why would I buy a company, have to afford this money if I have to do it, or the post office do it out of whatever means, by whatever means, and then keep the people in office or in their seats that caused that in the first place? That don't make sense. Because people in those seats that's bleeding the post office money. And we're trying to make this profitable. Why would I keep the people that's part of the cause of bleeding the post office money? Management. That's you. That's you. Why do you think your jobs are so secure? I personally would immediately apply to one of your supervisory positions once they get privatized, because I have a history in managing and supervising before the post office, right? But the skills I have are not conducive with how the post office runs, which is also part of the reason why I'm not on the desk, right? Because I don't agree with how a lot of things are done, and I get not necessarily blocked, but almost like detoured when I try to supervise or manage my way, which should be at least in a form of the proper way of supervising and managing. Right? I'm almost like steered in a way to mismanage. And I done told them many times I'm not mismanaging. I done told people above me many times I'm not mismanaging. Me personally. I can't speak what anybody else have done or do or anything like that. Right? I can't be everywhere at the same time. Don't care to be, and I'm not in every single person's business. I do know some people, so but I just don't do it, me personally. And then when you do it, there's a high likelihood that you getting paperwork put on you. And then you get that paperwork put on you, you be looking crazy. Right? Now you getting paperwork put on you that could interfere with your job or your livelihood because you doing something improper that someone told you to do. But because you act like you don't got no mind or heart of your own, you just go along, get along gang type of deal. Do that. Take what comes with that. I don't want to take what comes with that, so I step away. Um, and I've stepped away multiple times. And I used to get the call to come back, like, "Hey man, we need so and so, so and so. Hey man, we need it." I said, "Okay," and that's the team player part of my nature. You know what I'm saying? Is to help your business or help your team or help your station when they in need, right? So I've always went back up to help, and then I get detoured again to do other stuff, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Then I go back, y'all on the same stuff. Then I go back. Then another situation will come up a few weeks later, a month later, 2 months later, so on, so on, so boom, I'll be back up for a few weeks, a month, couple months, whatever the case. They steer me back in that direction. I'm trying to avoid that direction until they back me in the corner. Like, nah, this is what I say. Well, I ain't can't do it. I go back and mind my business, right? So that's what it's been for me. But I said to say I would apply to one of y'all positions, and I would probably get one of y'all positions because y'all don't know how to supervise or manage properly or any business properly at all. A lot of things when he said we'll see what they do when they don't have a union. If you do what you do when we don't have a union, you would be sued, sir. Did you not realize that? The having a union with the grievance process is saving a lot of y'all. And it saved the company a lot. Because if we didn't have a union and y'all was stealing time and stealing money from carriers and still y'all would have lawsuits across the board if it wasn't a union thing. Say, hey man, you missing money, you messing with your clock rings. Hey, I'm gonna take care of that. I'm gonna fix. That's what the union doing. Hey, so and so, can I get the clock rings pulled for LA on this day? Whatever the case is. Okay, cool. But I skip you. Okay, I see this. Hey, can we get this fixed? So when really I could have just sued you for stealing. I could have. I should have pressed charges on you for stealing my money for one. I definitely should have sued the company for stealing money. The union is helping you in that matter. But that's neither here nor there, man. I just wanted to come here to say, man, they privatized management. You're on the hook for a lot of things. I don't know why you think your job would be safe from anything with how much you mismanage and how much your mismanaging has caused the post office. Cost, COST, the post office, right? Attempting to get people to run and all the things of that nature. We have a lot of people that's injured due to your mismanaging in the post office. We have a lot of people out hurt because of you in the post office. A lot of people with restrictions because of you and how you run the post office. Now, that's not to say that it'll be necessarily better if they privatize it, because again, it still depends on who's taking part. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely believe that management is the first one to take a hit. There's no way. The post office making money is a management job, not the supervisor per se, not your manager. They have a department where I think the title for the individual is like a territory representative, right? They pretty much like over sales and contracts and business and whatever, and looking for business, creating business, reaching out to people for business. Part of the post office. I don't know what their department is called, but the position is called a territory representative, right? You can find this on e-career at times. If your city or anybody around your or close to your city post a position, when you see territory representative, you like a salesperson. You like over contracts and like a salesperson for the post office, right? Let me know if you didn't know that, right? What is that department doing? If we're losing money and bleeding money, what is that department doing? Because that department still gets raises, and I don't know if they get bonuses or not, but they are part of management. So I'm assuming management, because we know management in general can get bonuses, right? I'm assuming they can get bonuses. I don't know if they do get bonuses, but I'm assuming that they can. Even yet, they still get raises, and we're bleeding money. So how is that department getting raises and they not making no money? I get it. They have a job, so you should be giving them raises. But I'm just saying, right? What if can I be a carrier and not deliver no mail, and you still pay me my money, pay me for my hours, and give me my raises, but I don't deliver mail, right? So what's going on in that aspect? But that's neither here nor there, man. Just I don't know if I'm y'all should get this video. Again, I'm recording this right now on the Razer Kio 4K Pro Ultra. Y'all let me know how it looks. Supposed to be good for low light. Right now it's at 4K 30. I should have it on 1080p 60. I think it would look a lot smoother, but it's supposed to be more detailed with the 4K. Riverside might compress this to 1080p, but I am checking this camera out, and I will be having a review come for this camera, even though it's been out for like a year or two or something like that, right? Before a webcam, especially its low light aspects, is ridiculous, right? So I do got to get this review up for y'all. Anywho, I digress. Management, be aware. Your job's not safe. You not safe. Supervisors, not safe. Managers, not. It don't even make sense for y'all to be safe when y'all part of the reason on why we're bleeding money. You worried about the wrong thing when you talking about what man. We privatize. There ain't gonna be no union. For one, it's too many of us. Why wouldn't it be a union? It's 500,000 employees. Why wouldn't it be a union? I'm not saying that we even need a union. Because if there was no union, we would make more money. If the company coming in would have to still compete in the private sector, and now we're in the private sector, we would make more money than we make right now. Let's clarify. We would make more money than what we make right now, which is the biggest issue that a lot of us is having with the workload that you want to give us for the pay that you want to give us. Right? Let's not take that away. Two, you couldn't alienate us or make us feel some type of way because we're the biggest group pretty much in the world outside of militaries. It's 500,000. This organization is big with employees. And if you do anything as far as alienate a specific group, mail will not move. You need the truck drivers. You can't make them feel some type of way, right? Without, remember this, without the contract, we can strike. Manager, sir? Who said what? Who said, oh man, without the union, they ain't gonna have no protection. Then we're gonna see what happened. We can strike without the union, sir, because there's no contract, sir. Remember that. Remember that. What happens when all the carriers go on strike? Huh? No mail delivery. What happens if all the truck drivers go on strike? You're gonna have to get everybody right at one time. Because if you alienate any group, mail would not be moving. Right? Carriers have to deliver the mail. Alienate them, there's no mail delivery. Truck drivers have to move the mail. Alienate them. Mail is not getting from facility to facility or distribution to the state. It's just not happening. Then what? Alienate the clerks downtown who have to sort the mail and they leave or they go on strike. What happens with that mail being sorted? It don't get sorted. What about your mail handlers? Almost like side by side with clerks, almost like 12 Bravos and 11 Bravos. Mail don't get pushed. It don't get loaded and unloaded from trucks. So you got to remember all this. I gotta wash my hair too, y'all. I've been sleeping on it. Ooh, I'm sleeping on it in this hoodie and hats and everything. I got all type of lengths and whatnot. But I did want to do this video anyway because I was in the mood and I didn't want to wait because then the longer I wait, I will not be in the mood and then it will not get done. But I want to do this quick talk, right? I'm trying to make a 30-minute conversation for y'all, 30-minute podcast for y'all, 30-minute show, right? To keep y'all talking. Also, make sure y'all do join the Discord. There's a Postal Blue Discord. We officially really going live in January, but you can join now, right? Not too many people in there, of course, because it's not really live. But I have just been starting to spread the word now, just so people can start to get their seats. And when you hop in, go to the introduction. Let me know what your craft is, so someone in there, the moderator or myself or whatever, or any of the postal hosts, can assign you your roles, so you can access everything that you should be able to access. You'll be able to access the majority of things when you hop in and you verify yourself. You'll be verified. You can hop in most things, but the specific craft conversations, like there's a general chat. Let me shout out the Discord right quick. There's a general chat in there and there's a postal chat in there for two reasons. The general chat is so y'all can talk about anything, you know what I'm saying? And then the postal chat is for y'all to discuss postal related things, because I don't want to kind of any one of them being too overwhelmed, right? When you have people in the postal chat talking about any and everything along with post office stuff, but talking about other stuff, and then it might be hard for people to find information, right? So then we started the general chat. I created the general chat. So anything that's not postal related, y'all can go to the general chat, talk about it. Anything post office related, you go to the postal chat, y'all can talk about it, right? Now, it is the Postal Blue Discord, though, is for every type of postal employee, all crafts, include management if they want to show up. Supervisors and managers can go in there. Okay, cool. So it's a lot of things in there. As soon as you hop in, you get verified, you can access all the chats. The only thing, being a verified person, you can't access is the specific individual craft chats. So there are separate chats in there as well that we added. So if you're a mail carrier and you just want to talk to mail carriers, there's a mail carrier chat and the mail carrier support. There's a clerk chat and the clerk support. There's a mail handler chat and support. There's a truck driver, which is MVS chat and support. There's a maintenance chat and support, right? And then there's also a supervisor chat and support and a manager chat and support. Okay. So once you get your role, not only will you be able to access everything else that's generalized, but you'll also be able to go into your specific craft group to chat with your clerks or whatever your craft is. You know what I'm saying? You're a supervisor, you get your supervisor tag, you go in there and you'll be able to chat with all 204Bs or all supervisors or whatever the case is, or all managers, all truck drivers in that specific chat. Or again, the postal blue chat or the postal chat is for everyone in there. But if you want specific help or you just want to talk to your specific group to just talk in general about what's going on, y'all contract, whatever, you can get to your specific group. But you have to have that role to get into that group. Okay? You have to have that role to get into that group. And only people that can access everything is, of course, the creators, right? The postal host, like myself, like Coffee, like Fee, like Mike. Um, Actually, I haven't went into any of the groups besides the carrier group since it was created, but I could, and possibly moderators, and we do need moderators. So make sure you message me if you're looking to be a moderator, right? Um, I think I'm gonna create a union steward role too, so some people can have those distinguishers. But I also want to find a way to verify that someone is a steward, not just telling me they're a steward, right? So I probably have to reach out to that district, to that branch, and ask like, "Hey, is this person a steward?" All right, so I'm gonna have to make some long distance calls or whatever the case is. Hey, is this person a steward? Right, because I don't want anybody in there giving people steward advice and they not a steward, right? That's just how I feel. But we did create a lot of those roles. That's in there. Distinguisher, safety captains. You got your craft roles. You have moderators. You have safety captains. And you have union stewards. Right. So again, you might be able to go in your craft, let's say clerks, and have a question, and then guess what? There's a clerk in there who's a union steward. Say, hey, it's what the contract says, what paperwork say, what's going on. Okay, cool. Hey, how about you hit me up on the clerk support, and then I'll try to assist you over there, or give you at least whatever information I can. Not to say that it's necessarily for help, right? But people do post questions and things like that, and you can just find that most likely in your specific group. But definitely you could go over there and check it out, and then let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel like might be missing, or if y'all need. There's also some games in there that y'all can play and things like that. Also, we do have a game lobby as well. So if anybody want to hook up to play some games, hey, we down for that. Coffee like to play Call of Duty a lot. I've been on Wayfinder. Um, I've been on Wayfinder, Delta Force. Delta Force is fire, by the way. And I've been on something else. Something else. What is it? What is it? What is it? And Marvel Rivals. That's what I've been on. Think about getting that Windblown too by the makers of Dead Cells. But anywho, I digress. Y'all go over there, check that out, man. That link will be in the description below. Shout out Helium Mobile, $20 phone plans. That link will also be in the description below. Um, Unlimited everything, unlimited talk, text, internet, $20 a month. And along with just having the phone plan, you'll earn crypto called mobile tokens. Y'all can look that up. Shout out Helium Mobile. We do have a code that'll be in the description below as well. Hold on. Can I get it up on the screen? Maybe I can get up on the screen for you. Bow. There you go right there. Code VFQTQ should be 1W. 1W. Okay. Make sure that's correct. Oh, it's correct. It just looked like an I on there, but yeah. VFQTQ1W. Or use the link in the code below, get you $20 a month plan. You also can do group plans as well for $20 each. Also earn mobile tokens. I earned about $30 to $40 a month. At first I was earning about $40, $50 a month, but I earned about $30, $40 a month. So that technically pays for my phone bill every month. Okay. Every month. And then I bank another $10, $20. Or you can save the crypto because it does go up in value. Save the crypto and then just pay the $20 if you want to. However you want to cut it, man. However you want to cut it. With that, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Just some conversation piece for y'all to think about and talk about. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment sections below. Let me also know in the comment section below what cities y'all out of and what's y'all craft and what y'all think about privatizing the post office. Right? Do you think management should be the first person or the first group to get downsized? Do you think they pay fairly? Do you think that it will even happen for us to get privatized? Do you think we should go back under the full umbrella of the government instead of the separation? If they can't find a way to generate money. Okay. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do you think somebody's stealing money somewhere? Let me know. With that said, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you hit that share button because sharing is always caring. And subscribe to us, Amazing Studios on YouTube. You can subscribe to Amazing Clips or Amazing Studios on TikTok. Dang, TikTok might be banned in January, y'all. They say January like 20th or 19th or something like that. Man, how y'all feel about that? If that happened, do you think that's gonna happen? We might have to talk about that. Not on Postal Blue though. We might have to talk about that. Okay. But yeah, sharing is caring, man. And make sure y'all listen to us on all streaming platforms. You can find the podcast. Shout out Postal Blue. Shout out my brother Coffee. Shout out my sis Fee. And we out here, man. Peace.